Hey, welcome traders. Hope everyone had a good trading day today. Right? We'll just wait out. Just give some time. Let people join. It's an interesting seesaw session, guys. Are you able to hear me clearly, or is it a problem? I hope my voice is audible. Everyone is able to hear me. Yeah, just give couple more minutes. We'll wait for all our fellow colleagues to join, and then I will start the session. So, friends, in my personal group, right, I said wait for the VWAP to come. Don't be in a rush to buy CE. I hope people were not in a rush to buy CE and are benefiting from that view, right? So first of all, right, good afternoon. Hey Sanjay and Sagar, right? I think two people yesterday who requested live the morning trade, right? I think we did morning trade. I hope you guys were able to make decent profit out of the morning trade. Give me a thumbs up if yes. If no, then probably we'll see what needs to be done to help you guys take the morning trade. Yeah. See again, trading. Yeah, made profits. Good. Raji, I think you are doing decent. I have observed last 3 or 4 sessions that we have taken. Right, I think you are doing decently well with your trading. Right. I hope the live sessions are also helping you guys. No worries, Sanjay. See, Sanjay, market is not going anywhere. Learn the setups. Be disciplined in your approach. Right. You will not if you don't make money, have a principle that you don't lose money, and if you're losing money, don't lose big money, right? That is the principle on which I am working, and that has helped me stay. Yeah, Tony, good. That has helped me stay in the market for long, right? Yeah, good. You are focusing on learning, right? Very clearly, Tony. Yes, life's good. Tony, if you remember, I said while my CE I had to exit cost to cost, I am not looking at shorting the market. I just sent that message 5-10 minutes back, right? Do you see how market has reversed, right? Market has reversed. Now I'll give you the reason, right, why I was saying I am not comfortable shorting market here, right? And we'll quickly go to the charts. See, through the charts, right? Again, chart always tells you some things, right? Chart will always tell you something, right? Provided you are sitting neutrally and trying to listen to the charts, right? Now let's look at what the chart is trying to tell us, right? This is the low, the low which was created, right, on 8th May. So after this selling candle, big, so okay, let me just go to, yeah, morning trade was good value Sami. And again I said, now don't focus on taking more trades, because you may end up losing your profit, and don't give back the profit to the market, right? That was my view, right? Now we'll wait for a setup, right? We'll get a good setup in the last 1 hour, right? I'll try to close the session by 2:45 or 3 o'clock. I don't want to stretch it for you guys also, right? So again, right, very simply put, right, if you see what exactly did the market do, right? I was saying every day, if you see, right, green, green, red, right? But every day, wherever it was opening, that was an open low, used to close at the high. Open high nearly, as in it went up, open high, fell down, then went up, right? Open low, went up, open high, fell down, right? Today actually it did a completely different thing. Today the first 5 minutes itself, now market has opened, and then market opened slight gap up, and then it continued going up, right? These 4 candles, no, till the highs are getting taken out. So market is clearly trading at a premium right now. Why do I say it's trading at a premium? It's trading on the higher end of the range. Right now here it will do these behaviors, right? It will try to kick out the buyers who have newly entered the trade. All those things will continue happening, right? So that is where I said be very cautious, right? I was looking at a short trade in bank nifty, but nifty I am not short, right? That was my underlying message, right? Now if you see bank nifty, right, bank nifty has actually created a good trend line liquidity here, right? 1 2 3 4 5 days, right? It's trading within, right? Now if you actually plot a line here, right, do you see this? This was the prior resistance area that market tried to take out, right? This zone market has taken out, and now it is taking a resistance. This zone was earlier a resistance, it consolidated, went up, right? Now it is taking a support here, right? Good afternoon, Rahul. Good afternoon. Now if it is falling, right, ideally these two candles, right, here when the new set of buyers came in, this should act as a first line of support for the market, right? So my view was very clear. I am looking at a breakdown below 43, this candles, right? I said below these levels it will break down till 43,080, 42,950, and then 42,800, 820, right? That is what I was looking at. Below that there are supports. One day until there is a bad news in the market, right, very difficult to get a big selling candle coming in, right? So once it started trading, but now that this support has got weakened, right? So if you go to 15 minutes, I said if this support breaks out, you will get a good 150 to this below this point, right? You will get a good correction, right? Here I said below this point it will give you a good decent correction. It has given us, right? I was waiting for this candle to be taken out, this candle low, right, 42,800. I was waiting for it to be taken out to further sit for the targets of 42,660, 42,700. Did not happen. Now what exactly has happened? You have 1 2 3, this is an inside candle, 4 inside candles, 5 6 7 8 9 10 red candles, and an indecision candle or a buying candle coming near the support, coming near the gap, right? This signals a temporary bounce, right? Temporary bounce typically till the next resistance, right? We are now falling, right? We are now falling, right? My target was 43 to 88, this place. I was hoping 288, 290 and 300 will touch. It did not touch. I had taken a CE in between. I kind of had to exit cost to cost, right? I had to exit cost to cost there. I had laddered the position. I did not make, as in cost to cost, as in I made 3,000, 5,000 rupees, but the quantity was decent, 18, 20 lots, right? So 5-10 points if you take, right, then it's not a successful trade for you, right? Now here when the hammer kind of pattern happened at the support after a good sustained selling, you don't enter CE here, you wait for the VWAP to enter CE, you enter a PE short for option sellers. Why? Because PE prices are decently up, PE prices are in premium, you will get a decent return if you short PE, right? I had personally taken a CE, very small quantity, right? I had taken a PE here. Once it fell down, again I had taken a PE at this resistance. Then once this resistance got taken out, I had taken a CE, but very small quantity. I am not updating all the trades in the group because idea is if you guys have made money 1-2 trades, right? And today we got a bumper, right? It was a 300 point move. Anyone who has captured 150, 200 points, right? You don't need to enter for the rest of the day because you have made your money, right? So I have not personally sent the other trades in the group, right? I have personally taken 4 trades, out of which one was more or less cost to cost plus brokerage. Other 3 I have made more than 14-15% in the market, right? Now I am waiting. The reason why I am waiting here now is, if you see, right, and I am taking this line out, right? Personally, MSCI rebalancing, Kotak and HDFC is one thing which should counterbalance itself, right? In the afternoon, plus there is data now. So I said be cautious, buying can come in the afternoon, and actually if you see, the buying has come, right? Now where buying took a pause, the buying took a pause at this candle. This is your rally base rally candles. Rally base rally is, you have rally coming from bottom, you have basing candle here and inside bar, then again a rally, right? This area becomes a rally base rally. So when it fell, ideally it should go in the zone, it should touch the now Raghavendra sir, you'll have to wait right now. There is no P, no C here. Now once it comes down and it retests only the resistance or the top part of this box and then it falls down, it can come down to 42,950, right? At this point of time, given CE, the virgin touch of C, this one, right? The virgin touch of, if you see here when it fell, right, the first breakout from here, this was a good trade to enter a CE because your stop loss was less. It's a virgin touch of your CE because it has gone up here, it has not touched. A virgin touch of CE, you can VWAP, you can enter, right? For the targets of 304, right, you can enter. Now currently don't buy PE, right? Wait, we'll get a setup around 220, right? We'll get a setup and I'll personally give it to you guys for trading, right? If you get something around 243, the 43,000 C, right, you can buy keeping 220 as stop loss. Good afternoon, Rao sir. If you get something around 243, you can keep a buy stop loss at 220 and enter 43,000 CE. The reason I am not looking at PE now is look at the components, look at the way components have shaped up, right? So this was spot chart, guys. Spot chart, everything is understood. If spot chart everything is understood, now I'm going to the component chart, right, and I will also go to the options in detail, right? Now if you look at component chart, right, Kotak, right, which is the gonna be the with the MSCI rebalancing, right, this fellow actually opened here, right? Now it's continuously trying to hit the opening candle above 1955. This one will become bullish, right? HDFC Bank is actually started to trade higher and higher, right? Since the morning, wherever this one was, it's actually started to trade towards the higher end. This is the bellwether of the bank Nifty, right? ICICI Bank, I said there is a profit booking expected. This is more a green and red candle. It went and touched the high, but now it is not taking out the low. It is at the support above 934. This, can you say in short about MSCI? I will say MSCI rebalancing. I'll talk about it. Alright, I'll talk about it. Yeah. Now here, right, beyond 935, this person also becomes bullish, right? ICICI. Axis already the selling, right, the big selling that happened, gradually it is absorbing, right, above this Marubozu, that is 890. I am expecting this one also to give some movement upside, right? Now remember, few days back when I was talking about the Axis Bank chart, right, 881 was our target from the bottom, 870 to 881 was our target, right? So this is just profit booking. Don't assume this to be a bearish move in Axis Bank, right? So Axis is now consolidating around the levels which it has created just prior to his result season. Between HDFC and Axis result, right, there were some wild candles in Axis. It is just trying to help you get out of some positions that you have made, right? Only negative that I can see or I could see was SBI. SBI was trading below its crucial support levels in the morning. Also, it's a big bearish candle. There is no closing which is above 50% of this big bearish candle, right? So that is where I had a slight worry, right, with SBI. But if you see, everything else is coordinated and is looking like going up, right? This is the status of the component. Now if you come back to the option chart, options are bullish, right? Your components are bullish. Simply put, what is it telling you? It's telling you that I want to go long. Why would I short, right? And if you see, this has come, right? This has actually gone up. This has actually gone up. I had actually loaded some, in fact, in the WhatsApp group that I am a part of with my prior batchmates, right? I have actually told them around VWAP, if you get, go long, right? Because it's a good trade to buy around VWAP. I had actually told people to buy around VWAP, keeping a narrow stop loss. I think at that point of time this CE was trading around 310. I said don't enter now. I had entered from the bottom. I said don't enter now, but if you get around VWAP, please buy it, right? And if you see right now live in front of you, this has actually gone up, right? And this is how the index play. So always look at the spot chart first. Always look at the spot chart first. Where is the spot chart going? Now spot chart no is actually gonna take out these highs and go all the way till 377, right? I am holding roughly 24 lots now from the bottom. I am holding it. I had bought at VWAP just below VWAP, right? 243. I added some more quantity at VWAP, right? This one is gonna give me a good profit. VWAP setting, Kailash, there is no need for VWAP setting. VWAP is automated, right? VWAP everywhere will be the same. Yeah. Cool. Now I will quickly proceed to MSCI index, right? 5 minutes we'll discuss about MSCI index, right? So typically, right, MSCI index, right, for the Indian market is nothing but it's an index which takes certain constituents in. It covers roughly 85% of the large caps, or what we call as blue chips, right, and some bit of mid caps, right? This index was launched in sometime in the early 90s, right? This was launched, and what this index does is from time to time, basis the performance of the security, they continue adding and removing the weightages there, right? So that activity is typically known as MSCI rebalancing, right? That is known as MSCI rebalancing, right? Whenever MSCI rebalancing happens, now typically an MSCI rebalancing would, index rebalancing, right, would mean the percentage composition of the companies which are being traded there changes within. Now the moment the weightages change, typically the FPI money, right, the foreign investors money which is being pumped into each of the companies, that has a direct bearing, right, which is where MSCI rebalancing typically triggers inflow or outflow. The news that you should always keep a very close tab on, right, the news that you should keep a very close tab on during MSCI rebalancing is whether the stock is going to experience outflow or whether the stock is going to experience inflows, right? The stocks which will experience inflows, generally 300-600 million dollars, right, worth 150 million, 200 million, depending on the rebalancing, right? That kind of volume comes in. Hey Umesh, good afternoon. So generally what happens, the FII money comes in, right? The smart money comes in, generally buying happens in bulk. Should I trade as tomorrow is the weekly expiry, and will there be impact of exit polls from evening on share market tomorrow? Yeah, there will be volatility. Karnataka is an important constituency. So tomorrow, right, you can sit and learn. If you have made losses and you are not very confident, I would recommend don't take a trade tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a good day to lose your capital. Right? Good afternoon, Unikrishna. Right? So is the MSCI rebalancing bit clear in everyone's mind in terms of what exactly is MSCI rebalancing? Right? And why it is important for us, right? Why it is important for us? That is the main crux, right? So that's about MSCI rebalancing. Okay. Yeah. Now we will quickly proceed to the other segments of what we wanted to cover, right, or what I wanted to so is the concept clear, right? Why I was not looking at a short trade, is the concept clear? When the fall happened, right, a quick fall happened, why did I send the message, right? Concept is clear, right? Kailash, you could Google about it, you will see the details there. Yeah. Generally people who track the news very closely, you would be able to follow it. In our channel we are actually putting those details, and Kotak, right, was a candidate for MSCI rebalancing. We had actually called it out and loud. Yeah, cool. We proceed to the next segment of what I wanted to talk about, right? So now coming back, so is this chart understood? Why I am looking at certain supports? At this support I also look at, so I look at the chart first, the spot chart, right, the spot chart on which I'm going to take a trade, right? Then I look at the component charts to see how component charts are placed, right? And after that I go to option chart and see how the option charts are. What is the option chart talking a different language? The moment there is an alignment in all three things, right, in all three things, the moment there is an alignment, typically I go for a trade, right? For me, if you see this supply zone, right, this supply candle, do you see this wick 293 to 244? This is not a good wick for me to enter, because this is where sellers have made a position after the strong buying had happened, right? So here, till this wick actually gets taken out, I am not interested in buying a put. I am not interested in buying a put. So impact of MSCI rebalancing, Mukund, on not on SBIN, I said on Kotak Bank and HSBC, on Kotak Bank and HDFC. Kotak Bank, right, it is positive, 150 million odd dollars are gonna come in, right? You can Google about the news. HDFC, right, because of HDFC and HDFC Bank merger, they are gonna consider those as not two separate units. They are gonna consider it as 0.5, and that is where, right, there was an outflow in HDFC on the day when we saw a good red candle in the index, right? I think 3-4 days back. Yeah. Okay. Now for a trading opportunity. So if you see here, right, at this point of time, what are the kind of trades that I can see, right? What are the kind of trades? Either I wait for this support to hit at 4306, or I am looking at, see, there are 2 points which are getting connected in the upper trend line, right? I am drawing another trend line and I am waiting for this third point to get created, right? Give a small move down, break out and go towards 43,400, right? That is the trade that I would target for the audience which is live right now with me, right? Or I would wait for this level here to be retested somewhere. If you see, you can connect these two swing lows, right? You can connect these two swing lows. I have considered this as a sweep candle. Some stage, right, you will get a move after it touches this point, right? So keep this trend lines handy. It is at a support. Sometime tomorrow, if you get a touch here, this will actually break out, right? So for today, if you see, I am looking at some movement happening now once the longs get a move beyond this level, right? Now today's candle, interestingly, big selling के बाद this candle is looking bullish once market takes out 43,410. क्यों? क्योंकि एक बड़ा सेलिंग आया, बड़े सेलिंग को सपोर्ट पे बुल्स ने अब्जॉर्ब किया है. दिस इज अ क्लासिकल bullish market, uptrending market, where all the selling is getting absorbed. Now why is this happening? ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है कि हर सेलिंग अब्जॉर्ब हो रही है? सिंपल थिंग, यहाँ पे क्या होता है, जब भी आप अप ट्रेंड में हो, बायर्स जिन्होंने मिस किया है ना रैली को, उनको फोमो होता है, और ये बायर्स जो फोमो में मिस कर रहे हैं, दे कीप गेटिंग एडिंग देयर पोजीशंस एट द फैग एंड ऑफ द रैली, थिंकिंग दैट इट विल मूव. इस तरह की जो कैंडल्स बन रही है ना, ऐसा और एक दो बार होगा. जैसे इस बार हुआ, पूरे दिन सेलिंग आई, नेक्स्ट दिन बाइंग आई. आज इंट्राडे में सेलिंग आई और वापस बाइंग आई. इससे साइकोलॉजिकली आपको ट्रेन किया जा रहा है कि जब भी मार्केट फॉल होगा, एक बाइंग कैंडल आएगी और मार्केट रिकवर कर जाएगा. ऐसा फॉर द नेक्स्ट 15 to 20 डेज होने के बाद सडनली किसी दिन झटका देगा, और झटका देने के बाद रिकवरी नहीं करेगा. ये चीज़ मैंने अपने ट्रेडिंग करियर में लास्ट 6 years में बहुत बार देखा. Hologram, no, you should not sell put for tomorrow, just wait. There is no trade right now. I will let you know what is the trade there, right? अभी कोई ट्रेड नहीं है, ठीक है. So this is how they prepare the minds of the retail traders, right? Is it understood how your minds are getting conditioned when you are trading? ठीक है. So we go back to the chart, right? We go back to the chart. We observe, right, at this point of time what market wants to do. So on the component side, right, component side, Axis is looking good, ICICI neutral, HDFC above this point can give a good breakout, Kotak definitely looks good, right, and IndusInd is looking good, SBI is right now neutral, right. So that is where I am sitting very very tight, hoping for a bull side trade. I am only hoping for a bull side trade, right. I am not looking at a bearish trade, right. Important thing here again, guys, understand how I am psychologically preparing myself for taking a trade, why I am not switching both the sides, right. There is a reason why I am not switching myself both the sides, and this is the reason because market is actually conditioning us right now to take an entry, right. we will wait, we will take an entry, don't be in a rush. ठीक है? Cool. Ask any questions that you guys have. Right? Today most of our stocks have not triggered, guys. Most of our stocks have not triggered, so there is no update on the stock front. Most of our stocks have not triggered today. Yeah. So from a setup standpoint, right, typically what are the kind of setups which are profitable, right? What are the kind of setups which are profitable? Inside bar which is formed, right, on the opening candle is always one of the best setups that you can get in trading, right? Now to give you some example, right, so let me go back to this one, right? Let me go back to this place, right? So if you see, right, there is a fall going up, coming down, right? If it is taking support at these levels, these are good entry points for you to take a long entry, right? सेम थिंग अभी यहाँ इस केस में तो कोई इनसाइड बार आया नहीं. जनरली फॉल के जो कैंडल्स होंगे ना वैसे ही होंगे, कोई इनसाइड कैंडल नहीं आएगा, सीधा ढकाढक ब्रेक करेगा लेवल्स को एंड ब्रेक करके कंटिन्यूसली नीचे जाते जाएगा. ठीक है, कंटिन्यूसली नीचे जाते जाएगा. बट अगर आपको अभी राइट इसके ऊपर कोई क्लोजिंग मिलती है 43,230 के ऊपर कोई भी क्लोजिंग मिलती है इन 5 मिनट्स, you will see a rapid short covering coming in indices. If you see these candles, they are not inspiring any selling right now. For me, I am not interested in selling till market closes below 43,054. I am not interested in creating any selling position right now till it closes below this. Right now we will also look at option data. And see if there is any volume in futures that is negating. See, again at this point of time I have not entered a trade, I am still waiting and see. So if you see, right, when the selling happened, the big volumes came here, right? The moment these big volume bars get taken out, you create your long positions, right? Now at this point of time, if you see this sell, so the difference between this selling and this selling, right, do you clearly see this red is nothing but volumes more than 50k? Do you see any volume in this selling? Do you see any volume in this selling? The answer is no. There is no volume in this selling, right? There is no volume in this selling. That is where personally I feel that market will take out these highs. These are profit booking candles for people who would have entered intraday. Typically from here there is a good chance you can get your swing highs touched and the prior swing highs touched, right? But we will have to wait and take a trade because there is a trend line liquidity which is coming. We may get a trade beyond certain level, right? I am still waiting right now. Could you please explain how do you select strike price in your setup? So Dipta, I generally look at open interest and delta 0.48 in my setup, right? Delta 0.48 because generally whenever I enter, momentum comes, if it goes in my favor, it will typically give me more than so my delta will become 7.78. So automatically the delta spike, right, will move my option price, right? Otherwise typically I look at trading the institutional strikes. What are institutional strikes? The ones which are round strikes, 43,000, 42,500, 43,500, right? These are the things. View on Reliance, yeah, hologram will take it, right? We'll take it. Now generally these strikes, right, they tend to move fast because that is where, right, you have liquidity which is sitting. Liquidity as in people have made positions. Given people have made their positions, the movement there will be very rapid, and if the movement will be rapid, I will be able to exit my trade at a good profit, right? I will be able to exit my trade at a good profit. Yeah. Is the strike price thing understood? Typically they are between on the day of expiry they are between 130 to 170. Non-expiry days I am not counting any VIX related changes, but they are in the range of 250 to 280, 300, right? Generally that is the range at which I take a trade. Yeah, cool. I will look at Reliance now. So Reliance clearly for me, right? Can we see a temporary sell-off in market once market takes out the high? Let's see if the candle actually suggests something like that. I will wait out and see if the sell-off comes, right? So Reliance, right? In my analysis videos also I have been saying Nifty is strong primarily because of Reliance, right? And I am expecting, so if you see, right, Reliance at any given point of time has not taken out the, so this is the best chart that you can get. Yeah, high caliber human, yes. So this is the best kind of downward move and upward move that you can get. There is no big candle down, there is no big candle up, right? It's slowly going up. At right places there is a pullback, right? So you have a good move, then there is a consolidation, there is a pullback, it's going up, consolidation, it's going up. I personally am seeing Reliance above 2500, right? If you get a single day closing, market will run up. Kailash, I'm saying it's a breakout and it will give you a trade only in the breakout direction, right? Okay, I had made my positions from VWAP. I will start exiting at 340, 350, right? My positions which I had bought from 250, 270 levels, I will start exiting them now, right? But again, I was very clear that these dips which are coming, right, are only for buying. Given VWAP was very far, I did not want you guys to buy, right? So coming back to Reliance, ये जो resistance है ना prior, see this is a flip zone, right? Hologram for you, right? If you see, this is this wick area, no, is a flip zone. ये क्यों flip zone है? पहले जब मार्केट ऊपर गया था ना, तो यहीं पे explain FII DII buy zone, how you buy FII DII buy zone. I don't say FII DII buy zone. I'll explain what is that, right? So there is no FII DII buy zone, as in smart money concepts, or what is known as demand and supply, right, is a concept which was introduced by ICT, right? ICT is a prop desk trader. He was one of the person from whom I learned. He is one of my gurus. I consider him very highly because of the knowledge breadth that he has, right? Because of the knowledge breadth that he has. He said in the market, when big money enters, right, when the big money enters, they leave their footprints. They leave their footprints, and that gives us an indication of where you can. So again, it's a very old concept. I have always professed about it. People in my group, right, know this, and they would have heard it hundreds of times from me, right? I always say trading is like boarding an aeroplane. Trading is like boarding an aeroplane, right? So aeroplane में ना सबसे पहले let the pilot enter. Pilot is the one who is gonna steer your ship, right? When I say pilot, pilot is no one but the FII, right? Oh my God, this is actually going very fast. Okay, wait, I'll explain DIFI zone and this one. I think we may get a trade, right? I think we may get a trade. Wait, we will see if we can get a trade. If you get a dip towards 346, buy a call option, buy 43,000 CE, keeping 326 as a stop loss. Stop loss is only 20 points. It's a good entry if you guys can make it, right? The problem is my majority position is exited. Had I waited just 5 seconds, right, this has gone up by 33. I had 24 lots, so 18 lots I had exited, so it's a good 14,000 rupees, but it's okay, it happens. If it goes without giving you any entry, don't be in a hurry to chase, guys. Don't be in a hurry to chase. It's rocketed up. It's okay, we did not get an entry, that's fine. We'll wait. We'll try and see if we can get an entry. I am exiting my 6 slots that I had at 414, but this was a clear buy. Again, important thing, right? FOMO, it's okay. But guys, importantly, right, for people who have been following me on the groups, right, did you guys get a context, as in learning? Dekho, yes sir, heard about enter once aeroplane takes off and exit before landing from you. Good, happy shots. So for people who are new, right, In trading, no, the pilot, right, who is FII, who comes in with big money, right, is the first one who should enter, right? DII, who is the crew who comes happy. Kailash, you made good profit, looks like. Yeah, good. So DII, who is gonna be the support cast, right? Took entry at 370, sir, at the start of. Good, 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 good. Guys, happy. I am happy that some participants have made money. But we'll get another entry. Don't worry. We have time, right? Be patient. As in, see again, in trading, right? What I have learned over 4-5 years when I wanted to trade every candle, when I wanted to catch every top. See what used to happen, right? In some groups, there are people who will come and say, I bought here, I sold there, I sold there, I bought here. You wonder it in 10-15 minutes, right? How come this guy has made 10-12 entries in every stock this guy has entered, right? So in the FOMO, they created FOMO, and I used to feel, यार, we don't understand technical analysis, हमको तो कुछ आता ही नहीं है. Then what I realized is, boss, every entry cannot happen after the move has happened, right? I am analyzing charts, I have a setup, I am sending charts in the groups, but I am not able to catch all the moves. So initially I thought, let me not share the charts and probably let me keep everything to myself and trade. But the more I traded, the more losses I made. The more I traded, the more losses I made, and I felt there is some lacuna in my trading, and I kept moving from one setup to another, right? And what I realized was, in market no one can catch all the candles. People who are saying everything which is happening post facto, right? Please sit with them, ask them to share their screenshots, ask them to share at least their calls, forget their profit screenshot, ask them to share their calls beforehand, right? And then you will come to know what is reality, right? That is where I went at peace. I understood that, boss, whatever is live, wherever people are saying and giving their view, wherever people have a logic and are sharing their charts, right, those are the guys who can be relied upon. Rest all is happening, it's okay, you take it with a pinch of salt. If the guy has made money, very good for him, but I am not benefiting from it, right? So that is where I learned it. Now coming back to the aeroplane concept, right? So DIIs are the support, right? People who enter in the business class, right, the first entrants are prop desk and people who have access to news and everything, right? Then comes people like banks and everyone, right? Now this is the flight which is loaded. As a retail trader, no, the mistake that we do is we try to find the bottom, we try to find the top. I always say, don't try to be that smart. Don't try to be that smart. Raghavendra Char sir, good. I like when you post profit screenshots. I like it when you are able to catch the trend, and I have always told it to you, right? So then what happens, right? People try to enter and time the market, right? Don't do it. Your job is just near the aerodrome, no, or the airport. There will be a skyscraper, third, 3-4 floor ka building, or there will be a mountain, right? You just stand there chupke se, right? Just stand there. You wait for the flight to go above your head. You jump with a safety net and try to hold on to the tire. That's it. You try, take a jump, hold on to the tire with a safety net. If you fall, safety net is your stop loss. You will get injured slightly. That is 1% of my capital in one trade. I had a safety net, 1%, I got a dent. If I am able to hold on to tire, there will be turbulence. This is the turbulence. So when I entered, right, I was hoping 43,300 will be met. It did not meet. That was a turbulence. I exited. At 346 still active. No. Just wait. It is at 374 right now. Right? It is at 374. So that turbulence, when you learn to exit with cost to cost, because you have entered, right? Now you did not take profit, you did not make loss. Your safety net will help you, right? Turbulence में. बट आपने टायर पकड़ने की कोशिश की और आप इमीडिएटली गिर गए तो आपको चोट लगेगी. दैट इज वेयर आई से, राइट, वेन एवर आई मेक एन एंट्री, either in momentum I will make profit or in momentum I will give stop loss. Both these things will happen in momentum. या तो immediately चोट लगेगी या तो ये टर्बुलेंस वाला मामला मेरे साथ बहुत ही कम होता है. टर्बुलेंस वाला मामला होता है तो आई डोंट गिव एनी लॉसेस, राइट. देन what happens now, if you are holding on to a rally, right, when the flight is trying to land, if you are still holding on to tire, no, you will get crushed. So the thing is, you don't time market at the beginning, you don't time market at the end, right. You have to ensure you are able to capture things in between. You have to ensure you have to capture things in between, right. 50 to 60% of rally if you have captured, fantastic. I always say, right, as a retail trader, when you are learning, your focus has to be, you come with a mindset, I will not make a loss, right? You come with a mindset, I will not make a, this is the loss that I will make, forget everything, this is the loss I will make. I am willing to give 5,000 rupees as tuition fees to market every day, right? With that analogy, if you come, you will start making profits rather than making losses. Okay? Is the analogy understood, right? So don't just get yourself out of those social media groups where people are only posting profit screenshots. That is not correct. I like people, there are many people in my group, right, who post call in advance, who are helping others, who have a setup, right? I generally like those guys because they are brutally honest. There are people who are posting losses, right? They are brutally honest about what they are doing, right? What I generally don't tend to like is when people only say something, yeah, thanks. When people post that, okay, I bought at 370, I exited at 420, now I have shorted it at 410, I will cover it at 360. Guys, those things don't work in the market. Real life, it doesn't work, right? So calm your mind, and that is what I'm saying, right? The things that I'm saying is not to demean someone. I'm just saying calm your mind. There is a lot of noise, right? Look at the chart, arrive at the trend, right? Be very crystal clear about the trend. Now once we may get an entry, guys. Here, wait, let this candle close. We may, thanks Onni Krishnan, just wait, we may get an entry here, guys. We can judge money inflow and outflow. I will talk about it right now. If you are getting an entry, we will just try breakout retest happening in Bank Nifty. Yes, guys, enter here at 340, place the stop loss at 308. It's a 32 point stop loss. Enter here at 340, enter with the 300. Thanks Onni Krishnan. 308 as stop loss. Entry has happened. It came down to 336. Post we have made an entry, right? Again, be quick in entering and exiting because there is a breakout retest. Now this is how, so if you see, I said this trend line breaks out, it will retest, and after retest, this is a trap candle. I am expecting 43,372, 43,430 as a target, right? That is how you plan your trades. That is how you plan your entries and make an entry, right? Again, keep a entry. I hope the position is small because at 340, I said 32 points is the stop loss, right? So stop loss is big. You have to always calculate your position sizing, keeping this simple thing in mind that with this loss, the morning profit that I made, I will only give back 10%. वॉइस नहीं आ रही है अभिषेक, वॉइस तो आ रही है यार, सबको आ रही है, मेरे दूसरे इसमें मुझे खुद की आवाज़ आ रही है, राइट? It is at 345, 346, above 358 it will give a good trail, guys. It's 352. Again, wait, a closing above 358, next leg of rally in this option will come, right? Next leg of rally in this option will come. Yeah, Sudipta, it's 11th May, 43,000, not 43,300. I always, which is where I said it, I always like picking up the institutional strike. This is the strike, right? 43,000. Right? Don't enter now. Whoever has missed it, leave it. It's okay. Whoever has missed it now, don't even re-enter at 340. That at re-entry, I retest, right? I don't say an entry, right? For people who have entered, let it cross 358, right? Let it cross 358. You will get some profit that you can trail and hold. Guys, how many are able to make sense of the trades that I am taking, right? See, stop loss lagna nahi lagna is different. I always say risk manage karo. I always say आप अपना entry define करो. Why not OTM strike price? That has more liquidity. This is an institutional strike. Typically institutional strike में short covering अच्छा होता है, right? That is where I pick it up. Yeah. So I said you will get a trade in the afternoon. Be patient. Market is giving us a trade. We are just holding on to it and seeing if it gives us the profit or not. Keep your stop losses in the system, guys. I have seen the tendency of people to not keep stop losses in system, and that comes back and punishes them, right? The idea is we are doing a live trading. It's a case of probability. It may hit your profit or it may hit your stop loss, right? You should not lose more than 10% of the profits that you have done in the morning, right? That's the underlying thesis with which you need to work. We will see the components. Again, when I looked at it last, it is looking bullish. I don't see any change there, right? And we have made an entry basis a setup, so we are now waiting and seeing. The setup will either give a stop loss or it will give a profit, right? It will give soon. Again, the idea is don't lose more than 10% in your from your profit, right, that we made in the morning. So we are just waiting and seeing what the market wants to do. Stop loss percentage, Sudipta, always that first one, right, is always to calculate per 1% of your capital. The second one is always whatever profit you have made, 10% of your profit. I take two trades where both trades could give stop losses. So whatever profit I have made in the morning, I tend to deploy 20% of that, right, profit, as in 10% in first trade, 10% in second trade. So I keep increasing my position sizing in the same manner. I am still waiting. I am waiting to see what has happened here. The stop loss has not been taken out, guys. The stop loss has not been taken out. I am waiting to see if this trade actually goes in our favor or not. Okay, and again, don't have this habit of no, don't enter now, Adinarayan. For people who have missed it, right, see, bring this discipline of always entering and exiting at a setup. So setup says that it's a breakout, retest, breakout, right? Now given it's below the retest level, right, when we entered it was retest and it took a sweep candle, right? Now that it's gone below, right, we have already entered. Don't try to jump in the bus. Probably our trade would hit the SL, right? Yes, your SL is small, but given you have missed the bus, I would recommend don't enter it. Guys, trading is a highly disciplined business. Don't try to. Can you repeat the SL once? It was at 308. I entered at 340. I said it's a 32 point SL. Ensure you are not putting more than 10% of your morning profits. We'll see again, till the SL is there, right, in the system, don't worry. All the analysis was done beforehand. Now don't try to get into a panic mode where you're trying to analyze, right? Did I take the right entry? Should I flip? And all those things. That will never work in the market. That will never work in the market, guys, right? So once you have made the entry, now peacefully hold your trade. See whether your trade is giving you the intended profits or not. If not, then you humbly accept the SL, right? The SL, the reason why I gave the trade was I was confident of my setup. If the setup is working in my favor, it will give me the profit. Breakout, retest, breakout is the setup, right? If I show the setup to you, it's a simple one. Trend line broken out, closed above. This for me is a trap candle. This for me is a trap candle, right? Solid body closing above, trap candle, second body. Now, typically here, if the market has to, basically it retests the breakout and then it goes up. That's the setup. That's the setup with which I trade. See again, it has not taken out the SL. It has not taken out the SL till it is not taking. Okay, here the SL has gone, guys. My system SL has gone. My SL has gone. SL hit, exit the trade, right? We will wait and we'll see. Yeah, my system, the SL got hit. I am out of the trade, right? we will wait again, right? We will wait again for another setup to form. I am now at this point of time not interested in taking any new entry, right? I am not interested to take any new entry. I will wait. Now typically once an SL gets hit, right, don't be in a rush to take an entry. This support has been violated. Now ideally, if you see, right, the major swing is here for intraday. The major swing started yesterday from year to year. Now the market is gradually going up. I am looking at some sort of support to come around 43,140. If I see that support, I will again enter a trade on the long side. I am not looking at shorting the market right now. I am not looking at shorting the market right now. Yeah. So I hope the idea, the understanding of how I am looking at the market, right, is clear. I am not looking at shorting the market. I am still waiting to see. And that is where I said, right, your risk management is very important for this reason, right? It's a probability. You take a trade, again, I have made a loss of roughly 10 to 12,000 on the trade, right? Which is again coming out of my profits, right? I am not making a loss out of my capital. Now the day you start becoming disciplined, right, what will happen is slowly, right, you will not be. So people asked me in the groups, right, how do you stay neutral to the position, how do you detach yourself to the trade, right? This is how I detach myself to the trade. I am not attached to a trade because once I have made the profit, right, I know that now I am there in the market only till market is giving me my intended returns, right? So it's okay. When I'm losing, I know I'm only losing it out of my profit. I'm not losing it out of my capital. I don't need to worry about. Thanks, Dushin. Yeah. And guys, always remember, all trades have two outcomes. You will either be in profit or you will be in loss, right? So never assume that if you have entered a trade, you will only make profit. And I always say that I never assume it, right? I never assume that any trades that I am entering will only give profit. Kal live experiment, sure. I'll try to do it. There is some family emergency. I cannot commit to it. Yeah. आप इतना जल्दी कैसे भूल जाते हैं? नहीं, मैं भूल नहीं जाता. Yeah. And सुबह प्रॉफिट आई कांट फॉरगेट. नहीं, वो तो आपको सीखना पड़ेगा. नहीं तो मार्केट बहुत बड़ा फीस लेके आपको सिखाएगा. मार्केट का जो फीस है ना बहुत ज़्यादा है. एंड नेवर कीप ईगो विद द मार्केट. इट इज गोना पनिश अस राइट, लेफ्ट एंड सेंटर. एंड सी नाउ वंस इट गोज अप, राइट, डोंट अगेन अ बिग mental change that you will have to bring if you have to do full time trading, right? See, I am telling you now what is going to happen, right? This will go above 340 345. In your mind, right, you will start feeling कि यार stop loss नहीं रखता ना मैं सिस्टम में तो मैं cost to cost या brokerage के साथ निकल सकता था. Next time है ना मैं stop loss नहीं रखूंगा. And next time when you don't keep a stop loss, right, it will keep going down till 100-120 levels. मेरे साथ हुआ है. 2019 budget session, I remember, right? Yeah, budget session 2019. I don't know how many of you all remember. I remember it very well. It happened in July. Right? Yeah, I went and made tea. After tea time, came back for trading again. Good. So मैंने ना उस session में, I remember my brother was also there with me. I used to trade on his account. Right? Stock Phoenix guys would also remember. I was not a master then, but I was with batch 13. I had gone to pick up my son. Yeah, it takes our toll, right? I had gone to pick up my younger son. बजट सेशन ख़त्म हुआ ना, वहाँ से मैंने लॉन्ग्स लेना शुरू किया. एट दैट टाइम आई डिड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड ऑप्शन डेल्टा, कुछ नहीं समझ में आता था. वो सेम ऑप्शन मेरे हिसाब से 26 या 25 हज़ार के आसपास था तभी मार्केट. जो भी ऑप्शन था, मुझे याद है मैंने उस दिन जितना लिया था, या मैंने उस दिन शायद है ना 130 से लेके 315 तक. those days we used to have a lot size of 20, not 25, right? And you could buy maximum 2500. I was young in my option journey then. आई यूज टू नॉट ट्रेड मोर देन 4-5 लॉट्स राइट इन अ ट्रेड. तो मैंने दो लॉट करके 4 लॉट बनाए, फिर 4 लॉट के बाद 6 ऐड किए, फिर 6 के बाद 12 ऐड किए, फिर मैंने मेरे वाइफ के अकाउंट से पैसा लिया. आई लिटरली टुक अकाउंट फ्रॉम माई वाइफ, आई टुक मनी फ्रॉम माई वाइफ्स अकाउंट, आई एडेड, I put my money, I put my mom's money. 3 days, no, that option went from 320. These are the days when VIX used to be at 1820, right? बजट के बाद विक्स क्रैश होता है एंड पैसा गिर जाता है. मुझे समझ में ही नहीं आता था तभी, तो मैंने सेम स्ट्राइक को एवरेज किया. वो स्ट्राइक को मैंने 16 या 18 रुपये तक एवरेज किया 280 रुपये से ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ 3 डेज. फ्राइडे को आया था, मंडे ट्यूसडे वेनसडे तक एवरेज किया. थर्सडे को एक्सपायरी के दिन एक स्पाइक मारा 16 से 40 पे. मेरा प्रॉफिट है ना 3-3.5 लाख के कैपिटल में 10,000 दिख रहा था. दैट इज वेयर ग्रीड सेट इन. आई सेड 20 रुपया और ऊपर जाएगा ना तो मेरा आज तो 1-1.5 लाख रुपये आ जाएगा. आई विल बी द स्टार इन फ्रंट ऑफ माई फैमिली. इट वेंट टू प्लस 10,000. आई डिड नॉट एग्जिट. इट केम डाउन. दैट इज द फर्स्ट टाइम आई टुक मोर देन 1 लाख रुपीज एज लॉस. पहली बार 1 लाख रुपीज़ से ज़्यादा लॉस लिया था. एंड आई रिमेंबर 2-3 डेज तक मेरे को खाना गले से उतरता नहीं था. 3 days, right? I could not talk. Son was very young. I still remember. I could not talk. And after that, those series happened 2-3 times, and then I started understanding कि बॉस ऑप्शन का प्राइसेस मूव क्यों होता है, कुछ ही ऑप्शन क्यों मूव होते हैं, मेरा आउट ऑफ द मनी क्यों जा रहा है. या आई एम पीपल नो मी एज एनवी बुलिश बायर. आई वॉज फ्रॉम बैच 13, बट आई एम नोन एज एनवी बुलिश बायर इन द मास्टर्स. एट 2019 के एंड के बाद आई टर्न अराउंड एवरीथिंग. एंड आप देख रहे हो, सी एवरीथिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, राइट? you analyzed, you took a trade, right? Now here your mind will start playing games with you and say boss ये तो 340 के ऊपर चले गया, स्टॉप लॉस नहीं रखा होता ना तो यहाँ पे कॉस्ट टू कॉस्ट या लॉस मिनिमाइज करके एग्जिट होते. नो, यू हैव डिसाइडेड अ लॉस, स्टिक ट्रू टू योर लॉस. नाउ इन माई सेटअप आई हैव डिसाइडेड दैट आई हैव एन एंट्री पॉइंट. माई फर्स्ट एंट्री पॉइंट इज फील्ड. दिस इज माई फर्स्ट डिफेंस. सो ब्रेकआउट, रीटेस्ट, ब्रेकआउट इज माई फर्स्ट डिफेंस, राइट? ये मेरे घर के अंदर आया यहाँ पे अटैक करने, मेरे डिफेंसेस यहीं पे थे, मेरा स्टॉप लॉस था, ये मेरे को गोली मार के पहले रूम के अंदर तो घुस गया है, ठीक है? तो अब है ना मुझे या तो इसको घर से बाहर निकलने का वेट करना है या तो मुझे दूसरे रूम तक आने तक का वेट करना है. दोनों में से एक जगह पे जब तक नहीं आएगा आई एम नॉट एंटरिंग अ ट्रेड, राइट? आई एम नॉट एंटरिंग अ ट्रेड. या तो इससे मेरे दूसरे रूम में आने दो, यहाँ पे मैं इसके साथ निपटूंगा, या तो इसको घर के बाहर जाने दो और फिर घर का दरवाज़ा खटखटाने दो, वहाँ पे मैं इसे निपटूंगा. सो आर यू गाइज सीइंग एवरीथिंग लाइव, राइट? एंड माइंड इज प्लेइंग गेम्स विथ यू गाइज और नॉट? माइंड डेफिनेटली वुड बी प्लेइंग गेम, राइट? एंड विच इज वेयर, राइट? I am teaching setups. I am teaching 3 to 4 setups, right? Setups are important. More important is your mindset. Actually, if you guys continue trading with us, what you will realize a big change, right, is in your mindset, right? And be very transparent. Be very okay to accept stop losses. Don't try to run away from them. The more you run away from it, right, the closer it will come. It is like a bad news. It will keep coming. Just learn to accept it with open arms. It will be very easy for you to take trades. Okay? We'll come back to trades now. We will see, right? Now let it give us some space to take an entry. Okay? Let it give us a space to make an entry. Again, don't flip your position here thinking that stop loss ले लिया तो immediately मैं put पे चले जाऊँ. नहीं, put का time है ही नहीं, because put के लिए चार्ट्स बहुत नीचे हैं, ठीक? एंड डू यू सी हाउ दे गेव अ डिप एंड एवरीथिंग इज कोऑर्डिनेटिंग टू गो अप नाउ? just give a thumbs up if you guys have seen it. barring I think नहीं, SBI भी bullish, everything is going up only, right? and this is known as nothing but your stop loss hunting. ये और कुछ नहीं, ये stop loss hunting है, right? ये stop loss hunting है, ठीक है? and it's okay. Now if you see, right, the chart has moved. The chart has moved a lot, right? The chart moved from 43,193 to 43,255. Components are bullish. You look at the option prices. Option price, did it cross 340? Answer is no, right? This is how they keep playing with an option buyer's mindset, right? This is where it is important for you guys to take your trades and exit from time to time, and be very very strict with your risk management, right? That is the only thing which will keep you in the game for long. Trading is a game of probability. You will take right trades, you will take wrong trades, right? You will take a trade, outcome will be right and wrong. The discipline is, if you have a setup, you are only trading to your setup. If you are trading to your setup, if you have placed SL in the system, it's okay to give losses, right? Where I typically find a problem with people is they enter a lot of random trades and they make losses. And see how this now went up to 346 and it's falling. Trust me guys, for people who would have held beyond their stop loss, 346 पे ना एंट्री एग्जिट नहीं करते, वो 381 का वेट करते, राइट? In bargain, what will happen if this comes down to 278? If I get a good entry, I would not be able to make it. Rather here, if I get an entry between 291 and 278, I will make an entry that will go to 350. I will easily cover my losses, right? In the trade that went against me, right? Train your mind to think like this. Train your mind to think like this. ठीक है? Right now there is no entry either sides, guys. Put में तो entry है ही नहीं, क्योंकि put क्या किया है? पुट ने एक ब्रेकर ब्लॉक बनाया. अगर आप देखेंगे यहाँ पे एक बाउंस दिया 1 2, राइट? फिर एक दूसरा बड़ा बाउंस दिया. दिस इज क्लासिकली अ ब्रेकर ब्लॉक. ब्रेकर ब्लॉक में ना अब यहाँ पे 152 पे या 218 पे कहीं से भी, राइट, कहीं से भी आपको एक बड़ा फॉल आ सकता है पुट के प्राइस में. ओके सर, वन क्वेश्चन इज इन मॉर्निंग ट्रेड. आई couldn't trail after 470. I exited everything there. How to capture bigger moves? Nile, that fall came because of filling gap in future, right? Yeah, that gap, there was a mild gap and it came and filled that thing, right? So Akash, if you go back to my bank nifty analysis video, right, 43,500 PE was a strike that I analyzed, right? And I was saying there are two places to buy it below, right? If I said if it opens gap up, there are two places to buy it below. I said it was creating a nice, so if you see yesterday, right, if you go back and see this yesterday, I said okay, wait, 43,500. I am pretty, and I hope everyone fine. Okay, so I said it is trading here, right? Yesterday the entire day it traded here, right? I said if it crosses 395, right, if it crosses 395, it's created a good rounding pattern, right? It's created a good rounding pattern. Beyond this it will go and touch 434, then it will come and touch 536, then 580, 600, right? And it can go all the way up to 789, right? That is what was my view. That is what was my view, right? If you see, so how do you hold it? So यहाँ पे आप ऑप्शन चार्ट में देखोगे ना, कहीं पे कोई रेजिस्टेंस नहीं है, तो you can actually trail it near the swings, right? So when it's crossing 430, 422, you can trail it at 422, right? Once it's gone to 539, you can trail it at this candle 430, right? Let it go up. This was the only solid red candle where I would have been worried, right? This was the only solid red candle that I would be worried of, right? Varna there was no worry. Okay, Akash, does it answer your question? Does it answer your question? Cool. Okay, we have 45 minutes. I'll try to close everything by 3:15, right? I am trying to see if there is a trade that we can get, right? So now if you see, you are getting candles in a range, right? Impulse move, pullback downside, right? And then there is a small range being created. We wait in this range, right? Mind played game. Okay, no worries. But Akash, you have made good money there, right? So then don't be worried. See, again, in your profit, right, if you could have made more profit, it's okay. Anything that you are doing beyond 1:3, right, is fantastic, Akash. Don't bother about trying to maximize, right? Don't bother about trying to maximize. ठीक है? Yeah. So I am waiting to take a trade, right? I am not bearish. Yeah. Now, okay. So these are all below my VWAP. So PE मेरे पास लेने का कोई जगह नहीं है. I am still waiting to see if the trade comes in my favor, right? If the trade comes in my favor, I will go live. Nice, nice, Rohit. Xness में you get a good leverage, right? So you may. Hmm. Yeah. So again, guys, through these sessions, is everyone able to figure out how to find a trend? See what will happen, right? Over a period of time, at what price we can. I'm just waiting for a setup to come. Right now, there is no setup. I am actually waiting now for it to come all the way down to 278 or 290. I'm waiting for it to come there. Rohit, I have not looked at Xness right now. Let me just try and complete this trade. And should we continue? Yeah, we can continue. You can trade in Xness. That is not an issue. Yeah. So I am waiting here to see if there is some sort of support. Right. I need a place to keep an SL. I am currently not seeing a place to keep SL. Right. That is where I am directly. So again, the other analogy is it's like I always explain. It's like many battles within a war, right? So war is to protect your kingdom, to protect your house. Your house, the first thing is the door, followed by main room, followed by guest room, followed by your master bedroom, right? So let it penetrate. Once it penetrates your master bedroom, you have to go and retreat, right? Either you join the enemy or you retreat somewhere else. Yeah. So through that analogy, just wait. Right now, if we get now, see in 1 minute chart, this is a good liquidity getting created, right? If the liquidity gets taken out and I get a place to put the stop loss, this is a decent candle for me to enter my longs, right? This is a decent candle for me to enter my longs. Importantly, don't try to short the market at this juncture. Market is not short, right? If you see the put side, volumes are very low. It is not giving you a good movement. Unnecessarily you will get stuck. If one big candle comes, which happened here, right? You had a steep fall, a rapid rise in two candles, and then it fell below the levels. Yeah. Components definitely are saying that it will either consolidate or go long. Components everywhere consolidating and going long, so they are not suggesting a short. So be patient here, wait. This is nothing but a classical profit booking, right? I was expecting once this level gets taken out, you will get a good long, but that has not happened, right? So right now it is just at a trend line. It's continuously taking a resistance, which is okay. Let it take a resistance. We'll wait and take a trade. We will wait and take a trade. Will it be good to take calls for tomorrow as per current price action? Umesh, the answer would be no. BTST, no, I am not convinced. Okay, guys who want to enter, you can enter here at 316. 316, enter and place your stop loss at 294. The entry is active. Once this trend line gets taken out above 336, you will get a good movement, right? The entry is active. Once the trend line gets taken out, I am expecting a decent. Again, the thumb rule is very simple. Just enter with the next 10% of your profit. The stop loss is 22 points, right? The stop loss is only 22 points. 22 points should equate to 10% of your profits that you made from the morning trade, right? If it gets taken out, we kind of shut down the system, we analyze the market, right? Now that is the discipline that you will have to bring in your daily trading, right? Now don't try to average here. Please don't average your positions, guys. Averaging, especially in an options, right, is a crime. Don't average. The SL is saved. We wait. If the SL gets okay, SL has been taken out. I have exited, right? I have exited with 22 point stop loss on this trade, right? Now I won't take a trade because from the profit I have given back 20%. Now whatever happens, I will not take a trade. I will not take a trade, right? I will just wait out and I would now just look at the market, right? Now in case anyone has any questions or any stocks that they want to look at, we can have a look and we can discuss it with the group. It was such day that all the time the two entries that we made, is it okay to hold? Satish, I don't think so. So फ्यूचर के लिए ना एंट्री हुआ ही नहीं है एक्चुअली. वेट आई टेल यू. फ्यूचर के लिए आई डोंट फील दी एंट्री हैज़ हैपेंड इन माई द व्हेन आई लुक एट इट, राइट. आई एम नॉट सीइंग एनी एंट्री इन फ्यूचर राइट नाउ. सो फ्यूचर के लिए ना यू हैव वीवैप एज सपोर्ट, राइट. 43,128, दैट इज वे यू विल गेट एन एंट्री. ये ट्रेंड लाइन का जो रेजिस्टेंस है ना, दिस वन आई वाज एक्सपेक्टिंग द ब्रेकआउट टू हैपन अबव 43,221. इट डिड नॉट हैपन, राइट. सो that is where I think there will be another round of close a good position along. Axis is actually in between the range. Where do we check the market? Investing.com is a good place, right? So जिगर axis के लिए ना, axis के लिए the challenge is right now it's trading between two levels, right? Once it takes out, what I'll do is I'll try to cover axis in length in the Bank Nifty analysis video that I do. Rahul, please tell us 30-minute candle high probability, how many setups? So I prefer analyzing markets in 15 minute. I will try to come back to you with 30-minute setups. Typically I don't like 30-minute setups because on the spot chart, so what is your daily setup like on screens? How do you put charts? Like, okay, you can go to Zerodha and convert to 6 chart layout. It will help you build the view for you. So the moment you go to Zerodha, right, you come to Zerodha, 6 view, right, you just go to components, you can get it. Sir, what is your daily setup like on screens? How do you put charts? Like there are component charts. See, okay, I put in 4 tabs, right. Now VIX is the main tab here. VIX is the zero. It doesn't auto save, but I save the chart. I save the chart rather than auto save, right. So यहाँ पे ना generally I keep VIX, right. I keep VIX here, right. VIX in 5 minutes, right. VIX in 5 minutes. Then this one would typically be my Bank Nifty spot chart in 15 minutes. This one would be my CEP chart and this one would be my component chart. That is how I look at the market. Surprisingly, VIX is going up, market is going up. Typically VIX and market tend to have a negative correlation because with increasing VIX, right, typically there is a panic in the market, right. For today the VIX and market have both gone in the same direction, so I don't know, as in this last up move which has happened with an increased VIX. Now this could be due to MSCI rebalancing which is planned, or this could also be because of the CPI data, right, which is planned. So given there is a data, the volatility tends to increase so that people get trapped into making a wrong position, right. Personally, I would not take any trade now, right? Given I have given back 20% of my profits, personally, I would not recommend people to take a trade, right? Do not take a trade. Again, in call or put, right? Both sides now. See, put, the big problem is till it actually takes out these levels, right? Wait, till it actually takes out these levels, there is no trade. Now, if you see, right, after kicking us out, it is going above, but these things will happen, right? You have to take it with a pinch of salt. These things will happen. It's okay. It's part of the trading journey. Yeah, it's actually going up. But this is part of the journey, and that is where I say, right, every trader will have 60 to 70% accuracy. The good thing is, in the morning, the big trend we caught, that is where we had deployed our capital, that is where we made our profits, right? After that, you are just risking 10% out of your profits. So even if you are losing, you are only losing 20% out of your profit. So there is no capital dent, right? I had made 15-16%. I've lost 3.2% from the 16% that I had made. I am still going back home with 12 to 13% in my pocket. Even if I give 1% to government and broker, I am not feeling the pinch. The reason why I am neutral, the reason why I am not looking at recovering, the reason why mindset will stay stable, the only way you can do it in trading is by training your mind to take back the profits that you are making in the morning, take it back home. Some part. It's the most difficult thing to do, guys, in the market. I have my maximum losses I have done in the initial phases of trading on the days when I have made profit in the first half. I would make 50-60,000. Those are the days I would end up with 70-80,000 losses. I will not only give back my capital, I will also give back, I'll not only give back my profit, I will also give back my capital. This is a common theme. Every trader does it, right? That is where I am personally. iShare going up. iShare, yes, we had given iShare one of the CE, right, on the option. Guys, on the stock options, right, there are 4 options which are still open. I would recommend everyone to be disciplined, right? We are putting in our profits, not our capital, right? And 10% out of our profit, right? For people who are putting their capital, I am advising, we are all advising, we have put it on the group also. Guys, do not risk your capital. Whichever options are doing well, right? 30%, 40%, learn to close them, please. Yeah. Again, yes, we have given the SL. Market is still going up, right? Again, do not short. And now I think after giving 2 SLs, right, I would encourage people to not take another trades because your mindset will not be in the right place. Yeah. So good. I will close this session, right? I wanted to ensure that if we get a trade, we take it. We got 2 entry points. The second entry, if you see, right, I had said between 280, 290 and 270. If I get a trade, right, I will take it, right? I will take it because this is my setup, right? This was a decisional point. This was a decisional point. It went back and created liquidity. I was expecting it to break out of this liquidity. That is my setup, right? These 2 points are connected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles connected here, right? Once it took the support, it confirmed the support at 291. It went up. I was expecting this candle which was getting formed on a bear side. I was expecting it to be taken out. This is typically a trap candle exactly formed in between the swing. My swing low is 221. Swing high is 407. Trap candle is getting formed at 324. Thick consolidation here. Multiple points of liquidity. इसके ऊपर ट्रैप कैंडल के ऊपर जब भी जाएगा, I was expecting this candle when it was formed. I gave an entry at 316 at this resistance, 316 or 316, and my stop loss was 22 or 24 points for a simple reason. I was not expecting this swing to be taken out and this to go up, right? This was the setup with which I was trading. Yes, it took my SL today, which is fine. Many times this same setup will give you 1:3, 1:6 profit, right? The idea is whatever losses you take it in your strides. Learn to stay consistent to your setup. That is the only way through which you will make money in the market, right? Yes, today was not a day when we earned, but I hope people learned, right? At least people learned on discipline, and people also learned how we plan our trades, right? I am happy that I am taking back home my profit, right? I have not given any, I have given small money back to market, but I am taking home decent profit, right? I hope everyone who is part of our channel has been making good money through the calls that we are sharing. Guys, again, simple advice: do not tend to take risk which you cannot overcome if you lose in the market, right? So always be disciplined in the market. It will help you become a better trader. Yeah, cool. I hope everyone had a good session. With this, we will call it off. Wait for our videos, right? Please, if you guys are liking our work on the content side, I would urge you guys to share the channel with your friends, with your family members who are into trading, right? We will continue to post this link. I will share the daily analysis videos, right, on Bank Nifty and Nifty. Trap candle, Harsha, because it's forming a shooting star, right? So this is where the sellers come in, opposite side, right? So this entices sellers to actually go in, right? And that is where I always consider this as a trap candle. It's on the opposite side. Yeah, cool. Thanks guys. We'll join back again tomorrow.